Hello, welcome back to another WP Genie video tutorial. I'm Paul, and in this video I'm going to just very quickly go over how to optimize images for web. Okay, so I get asked this quite a lot, and I also come across this a lot in the day-to-day operations of our business when we onboard a client's website and we notice that their images on their website are really large in file size. Then we would go through the process of trying to make them smaller, but we also like to educate our clients on how to optimize images prior to uploading them to the website, because if they are too big in file size, then it's going to slow down the performance of the website. It's going to slow the load and people are going to leave, and it's not going to be that great. So I'm going to very quickly touch on how to optimize a very large image. So for example, you might have taken a photo on your phone, you may have then transferred that photo to your computer, and now it's just sitting on your computer waiting to be uploaded to the website. Now it could be a product image, could be just an image that you want to put on your website on a particular page. It could be a blog image, something that you're just preparing to write a blog and put the image with it. So this is going to be pretty handy for you in terms of how to optimize that image prior to uploading it to your website, because it's very important to do this. And as I stated before, load speeds on your website are very important. Okay, so people are going to leave if your website takes too long to load, and so so it's very important that you optimize the image before you upload it. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what you're looking at now is called Pixlr Editor. Now this is a website-based or web browser-based software. So you can just simply open up in your browser pixlr.com/editor, and you can then start using this tool. And another tool that we're going to use is tinypng.com. Okay, so this, again, all online, it's all free to use, and it's just brilliant. Okay, so here we go. I'm now going to go and open up, well, first of all, I'm going to go and show you the image we're going to use. So here's the image here. Okay, as you can see, that the dimensions of this image is 5,231 by 3,487. Now, that's really large in image dimensions, but more importantly, this is the important part here, 4.7 megabytes. Without knowledge, you would never, knowing what you will know after this video, is you will never upload an image size that big to your website, okay? 4.7 megabytes is huge. So 1 megabyte is made up of 1,000 kilobytes, okay? We want to upload images that are no bigger than 150 kilobytes in file size. Okay, so that's a huge reduction. So we need to get this image size, this dimensions, down to a lot smaller, so then we can bring the file size down smaller as well. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're now going to open up the image from the computer, because that's where it's sitting. So it's on my desktop, and I'll go to open, and then you'll see it popping up here. Okay. Now, the easiest way to optimize an image is to make it smaller in dimensions. Okay, so we're going to go to image in the toolbar here, and then we're going to go to image size, and you'll notice that it's 4,000, so it's slightly smaller than the original size, but that's okay. And I'm going to make this 600 by 400. I'm going to keep this constrained proportions. Okay, so then the dimensions of the image stay the same. I'm going to click OK. Alright, so you can now notice that it's actually a lot smaller. And I'm going to go and, I'm going to go to the magnifying tool, right click on that, I'm going to go to show actual pixels. Okay, so that's the actual size of the image now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save that image. So we'll go up to File and go to Save. Okay, and we give it a name, so new image name. And okay, so the most important thing you'll notice here is the size now. So you see here where my mouse pointer is, 48 kilobytes. That's perfect. Okay, now that's obviously for that size of the image. Depending on the size of your image, it's going to vary, but you want to make this size less than 150 kilobytes in file size. Now you may, there's some things where you may need to go over that size because of the image quality that you're trying to get out of the image itself. Because if you bring it, if they're bringing the quality down, then it's going to look pixelated and it probably won't look good on your website. So you've just got to play around with this and get the right mixture of size and quality. And you can also slide this quality slider, and you'll notice if I go to 100%, that's going to make the quality or the size of the image a lot bigger. Still not as big as the original, but we want to bring that down. So we could probably bring that down maybe to 90. So again, that's 72 kilobytes. So that's still acceptable. I could bring that up to 95. It's still 107 kilobytes, which is still acceptable. So that's really good. So I might just do that. Actually, I'm going to make it 80%, just like it was, because it's not going to be that important for me, right? So I'm going to click OK on that, and then I'm going to save it to my desktop. So if we open up the original file, so it's 4.7 megabytes. If I go to the new image, it's now 49 kilobytes. Okay, so that's awesome. So you can now, I can now preview that, and that will be the size of the image, which is fine. Now, there's one more step that I'm going to do, is I'm going to render it through this tiny PNG website here to make the image even smaller in file size. So I'm going to drop and drag that straight in there, and it will then tell me, alrighty, so it's 38.8 kilobytes now. So I've saved 21%, which is really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and download that, and I'm going to open that up in the browser in my Finder. So that's the comparison between the original optimized image, so 49 kilobytes, and that's now the new image that I've optimized through tiny PNG. So as you can see, there's not much difference there, but it is actually made the image smaller, which is a win, because we want to get these image file sizes as small as possible without losing as much compression or without losing too much quality. So you can see that the quality is not amazing, and you might want to play around with the sizing, the dimensions, to make it look a little bit bigger and a bit better, I should say. But overall, that's the point that I'm just trying to make, is that we need to make our files smaller. We want to get our files that are really huge, with huge file sizes, and we want to get them down to a smaller file size, as small as possible without losing too much quality, and then we can upload those to our websites, and our websites are going to load much faster. So that's the video. That's all I wanted to show you. There's a whole lot more to go into image optimization, but that's it at its basis. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at wpgenie.com, or put some comments in the blog post below, and then we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.